One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome, everyone. This is Joe Dager, the host of the Business 901 podcast. With me today is David Wilkinson. David is the editor-in-chief of the Oxford Review. He is also acknowledged to be one of the world's leading experts in dealing with ambiguity and uncertainty and developing emotional resilience. David teaches and conducts research at several UK universities and is the author of the Ambiguity Advantage, okay, if I get that out, What Great Leaders Are Great At. So, David, I'd like to welcome you.
It's very useful.
What is your vision? I mean, 4 to 6 years from now, what do you hope that Oxford Review is going to be utilized for?
It's kind of the way it's developing and growing is that I think there's more room for this kind of activity of kind of closing the gap between academic research and the practitioner in all sorts of topics. But the Oxford Review itself, I think, is becoming more and more mainstream. So, as I say, we're already getting into some very large organizations, and they're starting to take it very seriously. I get a lot of requests for talking at conferences and things around evidence-based practice. I do a lot of work. I'm an ex-police officer. I do a lot of work in this country with the police and helping them around developing evidence-based practice. Health services around the world are using evidence-based practice, and we get quite a lot of health organizations subscribing. So it's becoming more of a community, and that's where I see it developing. It's becoming a real kind of community, but an extended community across the world with lots of kind of communities of practice, people talking, sharing practice, but evidence-based practice, not just a series of things that you can find on Twitter and LinkedIn. Not denigrating those, there's some good stuff on there, but there's also quite a lot of rubbish as well. And just getting that kind of the quality in the evidence base and people thinking about where their practices are actually coming from, and whether it's actually got some foundation or not. And so that's where it's kind of going, and it's developing quite nicely in there. And so the next stage is really around developing communities.
Buzzwords of like fake news is that it's difficult to distinguish from that a lot, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, and that's the same in the kind of leadership management, organizational development spaces, largely because there's you go on to Twitter, for example, and you see a lot of the stuff that is shared, a lot of the infographics that are shared, the more misinfographics. They're not actually based on any kind of research. They seem to be based on somebody's idea as they got out of the shower this morning. And it may be right, but it may not be. And actually, it may be taking you down quite a dangerous line. And it's getting to that, where is our information coming from? And is it based on good research? And if it's based on good research, then we can actually start to move forward and we can start to learn. But if it's just based on somebody's opinion, does it really fit? Is it going to work here? At least you're on a more firm footing if it's research based, and that's what we're trying to achieve, really.
Is there something that I did not ask that you'd like to add to this conversation?
No, go to the website and try it. There's lots of kind of sign up things. There's quite a lot of material. There's a good blog. Go and have a look. I think that's the only thing.
Okay, well, how do I find out more? Tell me what the website is.
Okay, yeah, if you go to all the W's, oxford-review.com, go there, have a look around the blog, have a look around. There's a whole load of downloads. You can sign up for the blog posts. They're posted at least once a week, usually twice a week. But also there's lots of kind of freebies, free research briefings and things like that you can sign up for. Okay. So we're very generous.
Okay, all right. Well, I want to thank you very much, Dave. Podcast will be available on Business 901 iTunes Store and Business 901 website. So I would like to thank all the listeners for listening.
Thank you, Jeff.